Hello there. This is potentially going to be the shortest video I will ever do for this channel, and the main reason for that is that I've done nothing over the last couple of weeks. I think the last time I did a video it was released on my birthday. So after that we went up to Birmingham for a couple of days, went to the Lego Discovery Experience thing. Then I had the rest of my week off, and then I came back to work. But pretty much as soon as I got back to work, I was really badly ill with a massively heavy cold. I couldn't sleep at all, got sent home from work and spent the week ill in bed. So I've done very little, so I've got very little to show you. My plan was for this week to do a full breakdown of my whole Mega Drive collection, which is over there, which I went and looked there just now, but you can't see it because I'm the one looking. You're the ones looking at me, so we'll ignore that. So what else have I been doing? Over the last few weeks, we've hit a couple of car boots. Hannah's bought a lot, like she always does, so I'm sure she'll go through some of that next week. And in terms of what games I've played, I did a little bit on The Simpsons on the PS3. Sure, I played something on the Switch. Oh, I had a go at Killer Frequency. That's quite enjoyable so far. I'll probably be playing a bit more of that later now I've thought of it. I started South Park Snow Day. Very much not my type of game, but I think there's 5 missions in the whole game. It's designed to be replayed multiple times with people. I don't play games online with people, so I'll probably complete all of that and then never play it again. Last month I was doing a sponsored thing for Calm. I hit my 62 miles of walking, and I think my target for that was £120. I raised £125. And what else have I done? Oh, we had the funeral last week as well. Went as well as a funeral can. The journey home took us 5 hours of solid driving, which wasn't nice. Hannah did all of it, for which she is a star, because I was ill in the passenger seat and not really capable of doing too much. But I've got to do something other than just tell you what I've been up to, and what I've been up to is nothing. Oh, one exciting thing. I've just done an interview for something, which I'll be able to reveal all about it in a couple of weeks' time. And in preparation for that interview, Hannah and I have spent the last 3 evenings in the garage, totting up not how much the collection is worth, because that's very subjective, but how much it would cost to replace it if we were to suddenly lose all of it. And so that's all of the consoles in here, all of the games in here. I didn't do anything in terms of any of the consoles that I've customised, like my Thundercats PlayStation up there, or any of the random merchandise that's on the lower shelves. And we both gave our predictions beforehand of what the collection was potentially worth. I think Hannah said about 2,800. I said about 3,600. And by the time we finished totting it up, it was just over 10,000. So that's a bit of a shock, and that's something we need to consider with the home insurance now, I think. There were some proper shocks within there. So like, I bought an Evercade when it first came out, and started out by getting them in numerical order. And I didn't realise that they were going to start making some of them go out of print. And there are some of the ones that I've got that sell in CEX for like 90 odd quid, and I've got a sealed copy on my shelf right now. So if I wanted to make money quickly, I can do it, but I'm not going to. I am trying to collect. So, having gone through that and had my little bit of a brag, the pickups, there are very few. This will be done in about 2 minutes. On my birthday, I think I said in last week's video that I'd won a voucher for GameSmart in Yardley near Birmingham, and I went there on my birthday, and it was really nice because they follow me on Instagram now, and I walked in and the first thing they did was say happy birthday to me, which was really nice of them. I was looking around and couldn't quite decide what I wanted to get, and then I thought, do you know what, I'm going to add to my voucher. So I decided, I was toing and froing, I decided I was going to get something for the Sega Saturn. I couldn't decide between Alien Trilogy or Independence Day, mainly because they were linked to film franchises that I like. And then at the very last second, I saw Duke Nukem 3D for the Saturn. I remember playing this on my uncle's PC when I was younger. Probably shouldn't have done, given it was an 18, but I found it hilarious being able to go and stand to see Ryan and have him going, ah. So I decided, for pure nostalgia reasons, to get myself Duke Nukem 3D. So that was the only thing I got for myself in Birmingham, because ultimately it was my birthday. I just let everyone go out and do whatever they wanted, and I sat on the sofa with the dog watching Ghostbusters. So we came back, and on the Sunday we went to the car boot sale. At some point I'm going to actually grow a pair and film what I see at the car boot, because I like watching it on other videos. It could be interesting, it might not. If you think it'd be worthwhile for me to do, give me a comment. And there was a guy there selling loads of ZX Spectrum games and loads of retro games, and with the Master System I'm going for the games that I had when I was younger, and one of the ones that is on that list is Sonic 2, which, fair enough, I don't have the manual for it. It's a Sonic game, you press a button to jump. So that cost me a £5, which I'm not going to complain about getting a Master System game. Complain about getting a Master System game for a £5. That's it that I've picked up games wise, but I have picked up something really, really cool this weekend. We got there about an hour earlier than we normally do. This is the Arming Hall car boot on the outskirts of Norwich, and it was clearly a house clearance type jobby, and there was this basket full of Masters of the Universe, Thundercats, and Ghostbusters toys. So I said to the bloke, how much do you want for them? Expecting him to say £1 or £2 a toy, if not more. And I was thinking, I'll pick myself 2 or 3. And he said £6 for the lot. So I said, yes, I will definitely take them. So I've got this box just full of 80s action figures. So I've got things like Lion-O, I've got, I think he's Lizard Man, isn't he, from Thundercats? Snarf. Then I've got the likes of all of the Ghostbusters except for Ray. But I've got loads. I will probably put a picture of them there. That's me testing whether I can edit pictures into these videos. I'll let you know whether it works by you looking at the video and seeing whether I've succeeded. But at the bottom of this tray were these 2 Marvel action figures. One of them the Incredible Hulk, one of them Spider-Man. I'll probably put a picture somewhere around there. And they had metal torsos, and they just struck me as a bit interesting. So I did a little bit of Googling and found that they were made by a company called Mego. and those particular ones were made as limited editions in the late 70s, designed for young adults as collector's items. Obviously, they weren't in their box. They were a bit scuffed up, but I had a look at what they sell for on eBay, and the only Hulk that was on eBay was for sale for £50. In similar condition to the one that we've got, and the only Spider-Man was slightly better condition than the one we've got, and that was for sale for £100. I watched them on eBay just to see whether they sold in the meantime, and almost straight away I got an offer of 85 for the Spider-Man, so clearly it was a bit overpriced. And I said to Hannah, look, don't give me the option, you just sell them, because otherwise I'm going to decide that they're things I've always wanted, when until 9 o'clock on Sunday morning I had no idea these things existed. So she's put them on eBay, and overnight they sold. I think Hulk sold for £35 and Spider-Man sold for £75. So from a box that cost me £6, we've already made over £100, and I've also got a load of toys for me to find somewhere to put, to give me more feelings of nostalgia. So the question is, do I put them somewhere in the game space in here, or do I try and find more space where I've got my turtles over there, or do I do something completely different? I can't decide. But that is a real success from the car boot. There was also, at the recycling centre, there was a really cool and weird DVD, and I haven't brought it out here with me. It's like a computer animated Japanese movie. I can't even remember what it's called, but the storyline is something like robot prostitutes of the future, and then the human race has already died out, and as a result they've got no one to service them and no one to service. And then all of a sudden one of them wakes up one day and she's human. What the hell's going to happen from there? Who knows? I spent 10p on it, and I was just looking it up, and an eBay listing came up in my search, and it's like a really weird out of print DVD that sells for about 30 quid. So that's going to get watched, that's going to get sold. So between all of those things, we've got over 100 quid that we can spend on the collection. Although I want to get back to our challenges for this year, in terms of Mega Drive and Wii U being for weight loss, and games in general being for completing games, because I've barely found time to play any games over the last couple of months, and it's frustrating the hell out of me that I'm not sticking to what I said I was going to do. So that is it. That's everything I've been up to for the last 2 weeks, because I've been ill. So next time I will hopefully have something that I've been able to pick up because I've completed the game. So I might be able to have Super Off-Road or Diddy Kong Racing that I've already bought anyway. And I will also have the answer to my really exciting news that I did an interview for earlier on today. Other than that, that's me done. It's shorter and more boring than usual, but hopefully you found something of some worth. Otherwise, I've just wasted your time really, haven't I? Sorry.